I've never been on a helicopter.
The only sign of civilization is a romantic two-story hacienda-style resort and condominium complex.
Oh, what are the rooms like?
Ocean views, king-size canopied beds, lots of mirrors. The suites have their own swimming pool and outdoor jacuzzi, so you can swim au naturel in the moonlight if you like.
I'm ready.
A toast to our future. May it bring you many happy returns on your financial investment. Starting with this new resort and condominium complex in Oaxaca. Louis, your $25,000 is buying you a stake in Mexico's future.
Hey, you want to take a vacation? Hawaii, Jamaica. We could go down to Mexico and look at that site.
I'm tempted.
When do we leave?
But I can't go anywhere till I close this Mexico deal.
Well, how many more units do you have to sell?
Oh, let's not talk business.
No, I can help. I have a lot of friends who'd love to be in on this.
See what you can do, and I'll see what I can do.
Disney Pictures presents The Magic of Fantasia. It's the 50th anniversary of this all-time animated masterpiece, now fully restored to its original brilliance. Walt Disney's classic Fantasia, rated G. Special limited engagement starts tomorrow.
What do I know about what? What? So do what I do.
What?
Cascades.
A 12-pack of GE soft white light bulbs is only $4.33. This Rubbermaid 32-gallon bruiser is just $7.99.
Hey, let me tell you, Ace is the place for me.
What?
What?
The I could get used to this vacation. The I can't sit still vacation. The falling in love again vacation. The Royal Caribbean vacation. It's all here. Now Royal Caribbean sails from Los Angeles to Mexico.
What's this?
It's a present.
Christmas is in December, and it's not my birthday.
Friends don't need reasons.
What makes you think we're friends?
Look, Gabe. Mr. Bird, I'm just doing what Victoria Heller asked me to do, which is help break you into the job.
She told you to give me a present.
No, the suit was my idea. Navy pinstripe. Conservative, yet elegant. That's what the guy said who sold it to me. Mr. Bird, good clothes open all doors.
So do lock picks. Look, for 20 years, I wore what they handed me. All that mattered to me was that it covered my backside. Now I got a choice.
Look, I know how hard it must be for you to let down your defenses, but a guy has to open up. Take a few chances if he wants to be happy. Take the suit. You never know when you might be invited to a wedding.
or a funeral.
C block. Yard coming out. Mess hall. A block, B block, clear.
It is the posture of this parole board to return to society individuals who display a propensity toward being productive. Jack Grimes has conformed to the standards of a very regimented environment at the satellite federal prison. He has shown remorse for his actions. He appears capable of sustaining himself on the outside without involving himself in a life of crime. The only thing he hasn't complied with is the trial court's order of restitution. But on the documents we've seen, it doesn't appear he's able to make restitution until he gets out, finds employment. Therefore, it is the decision of this parole board to grant parole to Mr. Grimes.
First and third tiers. Mess out.
Hi. Heck of a way to spend a Friday night.
Well, I usually order in some pizza, play some Vivaldi. That's not bad. So I hope I didn't interfere with your plans for the evening, Mr. Bird.
Usually have a snack at Josephine's, play a little Mozart, and by 11 o'clock, it really gets exciting. I take a stroll through the neighborhood.
Well, I'll try to be brief. United States versus Jack Grimes was my last trial as an assistant U.S. attorney.
No doubt, justice triumphed.
Justice sucked wind. Grimes ran a retirement home on the north side. He told his residents that he'd invest their money for them, and then he stole their pension checks, their Medicare checks, their insurance company checks. Every last nickel and dime that they'd saved.
And Grimes?
Well, I prosecuted him on Medicare fraud. He got 5 years for submitting false claims, 10 years for conspiracy to defraud, $20,000 fine, and he was ordered to make restitution, but he never has. He claimed that he lost the money gambling. Well, Grimes doesn't have a history of gambling, just chronic lying. He's being released from the satellite federal prison on Sunday.
Served 6 years out of, what'd you say, 15? White-collar crime does pay.
Well, it's your job to see that it doesn't. Now, I want you on his tail day and night. I mean, if Grimes goes to the bathroom, I want to know about it.
And if he goes for the money?
Well, he violates his parole, and I drop kick his butt back to prison.
Why?
Because he got off too easy. Because the money isn't his. Because 6 years ago, I promised his victims justice.
Heaven help Jack Grimes.
The bottom line is you can make first-rate returns with socially conscious investments. And like this deal Harley put me in.
Louis, maybe Victoria isn't interested.
Oh, no, she's interested. We're building a resort and condominium complex 4 hours from Mexico City. All right, we're going to create 5,000 new jobs, up the people's standard of living. I mean, it's like being in the Peace Corps. Now, the deal is secured by the biggest builder in Mexico. All right, he's worth $2 billion, so there's almost no risk. Harley even put her mother in.
And Carl Herman, Dave Kogan, Tom Kemper, they're all in. And I have 2 appeals court judges, Carter Mack and Bud Gralski.
Is there any room in this deal for me?
2 appeals court judges are in, and the chairman of the State Bar Association. And if you just read it over, it makes a lot of sense. It's like a 5-year plan that... I'm here on personal business. Josephine mentioned she was looking to invest some of her savings, and I heard about this great deal. It's a resort condominium complex in the jungles of Mexico. It's going to be the next Acapulco.
Louis already invested $25,000 in it.
Doesn't surprise me. Want to buy a bridge?
Victoria Heller is this close to committing.
Louis' classmate from law school is in. The chairman of the State Bar Association is in. I mean, these are lawyers, Bird. If the deal didn't sound good to them... Well, Sounds pretty good to me, too. Louis, I'm going to read this prospectus tonight very carefully. And if I like what I read, I think I got about 20,000 I can put into it. It's my money.
66305, report to inmate group center.
Okay, Bird. Let's go.
Grimes works the 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. shift at the produce barbershop in Holstead. Then he takes a bus to his hotel, arrives at approximately 3:45. Last 6 nights, he stayed in his room till 10. Then he takes a walk to an all-night diner where he orders cherry pie and a glass of milk. He's back in his room by 10:15.
Does he stop and talk to anyone?
Well, most ex-cons aren't too good at making small talk.
I've noticed. Some lawyers aren't very good at it either.
Saves us a lot of time, doesn't it?
Sorry to interrupt your meeting, but I wanted to give you this before I left for court. Prospectus will tell you everything you ever wanted to know about that Mexico deal, and it's on recyclable paper. If you want in, you should walk a check over to Harley's office. It's S&B Finance. They're in that new building across from the Civic Center. The units are going fast. Mr. Bird, Josephine should get her check in as soon as possible.
I know a lawyer once who put together financial deals. Only problem was he didn't have a license with the Securities and Exchange Commission. That's why he was doing hard time.
Look, I'm not the one putting this deal together.
I would have sworn that was you talking to Josephine about building condominiums in the jungle.
Mr. Bird, Louis' investment counselor is putting this together.
Hey, it's strictly business between me and Harley.
I take it she's a looker.
I invested in Harley's deal because the deal looks good.
$1,000 earning 8% interest a year will grow to $43 quadrillion in 400 years. A lot safer than investing in a jungle.
That's a sweet thing.
You got anything cold to drink?
I see. Baked chicken is good. And you know my chocolate fudge cake? I outdid myself with that.
No, thanks. I gotta meet some people for dinner. Hey, stubborn people who don't listen to reason don't get to ask questions.
I am investing in this Mexico deal, so please don't even try to change my mind.
Why, because Louis and Heller are buying in? Because you think the rich only get richer? They never get taken?
I can't talk to this man. Do you always let your head tell you what to do?
No. Miss Heller has me tailing an ex-con. Says you're leading it to stolen money. My head says she's right. My gut says he's just like me, just trying to get through another day.
Dave Thomas, founder of Wendy's, never knows when inspiration is going to strike. Introducing Wendy's new grilled chicken filet. A whole breast of chicken with lettuce and tomato topped with honey mustard on a toasted bun. This could be Dave's best tasting chicken sandwich ever.
This could be my best tasting chicken sandwich ever.
Wendy's new grilled chicken filet is grilled to be great.
17 years ago, Oldsmobile offered the public the first airbag. So when other car companies proclaim their undying devotion to your safety, remember who pioneered the airbag.
This is a new generation of Olds.
As part of the Oldsmobile Edge, standard on every new Olds, we give you 30 days or 1,500 miles to return your new Olds for any reason. Who says you can't get any satisfaction?
This is the new generation of Olds.
It's Color Tile's 37th anniversary blockbuster sale. Save 50% and get our lowest price of the year on DuPont Stainmaster, padding and installation included. Or choose Armstrong Solarian vinyl tile, 30% off for our best price yet. Plus, up to 40% off ceramic tile. Incredible! And now, introducing Window Colors, our own mini blinds. Buy one, get two free. Come celebrate Color Tile's blockbuster sale. Save up to 50%. Sale ends Columbus Day, so hurry.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Saturday, an imposter
You all staring at?
makes an outlaw out of Hickok.
Bob says it's fair game.
It won't be safe till we can clear his name.
The Young Riders. Then, Baby makes 3.
Surprise.
You got no claim to stake here.
Yeah.
But which dad is the right one?
Who said it was yours?
It's China Beach. And have you seen this man?
Is this the man that hurt you? Audrey Horn is missing.
Back on Saturday, Twin Peaks.
Overcoat and overshoes and tie and scarf. There you are. Hope you enjoy your dinner.
Louis, do you know that man?
Yeah. I do. Well, I didn't know you were such a gourmand, Mr. Bird.
I'm not. I just love to eat anything. Hot dogs, hamburgers, sliced breasts of duck with balsamic vinegar sauce on. That's the chef's specialty, but you got to know the chef. You got to know you can trust him. Otherwise, it's a pretty risky investment.
Mr. Bird, do you always talk about food in economic terms?
No, but I like to put my money where my mouth is.
Oh, So, what are you in? Stocks, bonds, treasuries, what?
Mattresses.
But he's heavily insured in case of fire.
I never met an investment counselor. What do you do?
I take up the slack for young professionals. You know, doctors, lawyers, CEOs. Listen, running a successful business leaves them very little time to manage their investments.
So you invest the money for them like a broker?
Well, I help them achieve maximum returns within the context of socially ethical investments, yes. You see, most of my clients want to make the world a better place. So giving up a percentage of their return by avoiding securities with firms that, say, invest in South Africa or pollute the environment is a small price to pay.
That's the beauty of this Mexico deal. I don't have to give up anything. I quadruple my return, and the Mexicans get an economic jump start.
You must sleep very well at night, knowing that you do so many people so much good.
Well, I'm hardly Mother Teresa.
Can you imagine Mother Teresa driving a Mercedes 300 SL? Living in a penthouse, 195 East, having season tickets to the Blackhawks? You know, I could have gone for my MBA, except that I watched too many Perry Masons growing up. I live for that moment when I first break down a witness on the stand.
That's good for Perry Mason, but in real life, when you deal with a criminal, you gotta sit back, listen, and then ask a lot of questions, develop a sixth sense about it. Is she lying or is she telling the truth? Is she too smooth, or is she just too good to be true?
Hey, man, you're out of line.
Well, we can go down there if you want.
How'd you get this?
You got it.
No, this is a complete credit history. All I got was the name of the person who rents box 134.
Sylvia Morris. You also found an envelope for the Security Merchants Bank. I called the bank.
And they just hand over this information?
Well, a vice president is a friend. I told him I was selling some property to Mrs. Morris. We had paid her, Mr. Bird. She was a widow living on a fixed pension until Jack Grimes was indicted. Today she's worth $2.5 million.
Lady, you don't need an investigator. All you need is more telephones.
Jack Grimes? Who's Jack Grimes?
Well, I thought you could tell me. He has access to your post office box?
I don't know any Jack Grimes.
Mrs. Morris, I know you're still very weak from pneumonia, but can you try to remember? I really need your help.
Take a look at this. Mother and son.
That's almost poetic in its irony. Mrs. Morris, is Jack Grimes your son? Mrs. Morris?
She doesn't hear you. You can't cure Alzheimer's with penicillin.
I thought you guys would jump at the chance of recovering the money with interest. Well, maybe I should call the Internal Revenue Service and they should start an investigation. Look, Agent Cooper, here's the deal. I lead you to the money that Grimes stole, and you give me the Bureau's word that my clients will get their money back. Take it or leave it. If you guys cared about doing the right thing as much as you cared about publicity, will I think about it? Here's my answer. What?
They teach you that in law school?
No, I learned that in high school. You're gonna have to follow Grimes for a while longer.
How much longer? A month, a year? Till his mother dies? The one incentive he had to go for the money sooner rather than later is gone now that his mother recovered.
I know, but it's not enough that we know where the money is. We have to get Grimes with his hand on it.
I say, force his hand.
Not long ago, one of the first Lumina sedans was bought by a family of 5. They said they liked how smooth it was, all the room it had, and they liked the price. Since then, the Lumina sedan has quickly become the best-selling new car name in America. Apparently, a lot of people are winning with
the heartbeat of America. That's today's Chevrolet.
And now it's easier than ever to win with a heartbeat.
We were obsessed for years about calories. Calories, calories, calories.
Diane Carroll makes the healthy choice.
I think we've all become much more educated. Counting calories is important, but really not as important as low cholesterol, low fat, low sodium.
Delicious healthy choice entrees are made with lean meats, light sauces, 20 taste-tempting varieties to help you keep your heart healthy.
And that's why I like this. That's why I like Healthy Choice.
Listen to your heart. Make the healthy choice.
Sunday.
I got you, babe.
Becca joins a band.
This is great.
But will she be singing solo at showtime?
Think Madonna.
Life Goes On Sunday.
Gabriel's Fire. We'll be back in a moment.
Sunday, he was determined that disability would not hold him back.
I can either shut up and take it, or I can fight.
An unlikely hero turning obstacle into opportunity.
We got rights.
The Wonder Years, Fred Savage, Ellen Burstyn, When You Remember Me, Sunday.
Inside this house are 300 cockroaches. Watch Raid Max attack with Silaton to kill them all 10 seconds after spraying. 8 weeks later, we added 300 more roaches, but didn't spray. Within minutes, they were all dead too. Because Raid Max kills month after month to keep bugs from coming back. When Max attacks, you win.
It could have been the house across the street.
You called about a winter cover for your pool?
What? He could have picked the family next door.
Take your hands off her.
Michael Bosworth is looking for a place to call home.
You're pushing my patience.
Just for a few hours. Desperate Hours, rated R.
Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
Abracadabra, hocus pocus. Perspective on Nightcast.
Good morning. May I help you? Yes. I have an appointment with Miss Kovacs. My name is Austin. Josephine Austin.
Please have a seat. I'll let her know you're here.
Thank you.
Hi. I have Miss Josephine Austin here to see you. 8 o'clock. Thanks.
What are you doing here? Are you following me?
We gotta finish that conversation we started before you do something unwise.
Bird, what I do with my money is none of your business.
Your business is your business, my business is your business, Josephine, you can't hog up all the business. It's not fair.
Keep your voice down. You're embarrassing me.
It's nothing compared to how embarrassed you're going to be when you lose your hard-earned money.
Hello, you must be Josephine Austin. I'm Harley Kovac.
Nice to meet you.
And Mr. Bird, this is an unexpected pleasure.
Hope you don't mind if I tag along, but this is Josephine's first investment deal. She might need my encouragement and moral support.
I apologize for all the paperwork. It's what we have to do to make you a client of S&B.
Sort of like filing my income tax returns.
But a lot less painful. That is your financial information statement. You need to list all your personal assets on page 1.
That include a car?
Yes, line 15.
Even if it's leased?
What are you talking about? I own my car. I paid cash for it.
Well, a lot of people lease their cars these days, like those Mercedes you drive around, Miss Kovacs. Is that a much better deal than purchasing?
You list the assets of your restaurant on page 2.
How much do you pay a month?
I had no idea you were interested in German sports cars, Mr. Bird. I'll introduce you to my leasing agent.
Bob Butler, Curtili's Imports. I was by his office yesterday, and he told me all about this Mercedes 300 SL he's going to repossess.
I want to ask you a question.
That's a current outstanding liabilities account statement.
Yeah, I was over at 195 East Street yesterday, and the lady who's renting this penthouse there is up to her ears in liabilities. Landlord threatening to evict. Phone company to shut off. 3 months behind in her office rent.
Excuse me. Lynn, would you show Mrs. Austin the model for the hotel complex, please? I know you'll be impressed.
Yes. You know, I'd like to take these home and look at them tonight.
That's a good idea. After you take a look at the model.
I think I better stay right here.
Take a look at the model.
All right, Mr. Bird. What is this all about?
Heidi Cull, Elaine Kearns, Holly Kriegel, Hope Kennedy.
Am I supposed to know what you're talking about?
Aliases you used for the past 18 months.
Mr. Bird.
16 outstanding parking tickets in Seattle for Holly Kriegel. Federal warrant out in California for Hope Kennedy.
If you'd like to see my birth certificate.
What I'd like is for you to stop messing with the people I care about.
Excuse me?
You and I both know the Mexico deal is a scam.
If you'd like to see my references.
Cut Josephine, Louis, and Miss Heller loose. Give everybody's money back, and I won't turn you in.
I like Chicago. But I can see this town isn't big enough for the two of us.
I agree.
What's in it for you, Mr. Bird? Or should I say, how much? Your Jack Grimes is the Tiffany of con men.
You're not so bad yourself. You almost snookered me.
Almost doesn't pay the rent. No, his big mistake was the Medicare thing. You don't want to mess with Uncle Sam.
What are you telling me? You have morals?
Excuse me, it's what I do. I con people. Mostly rich men. I wine them and dine them and make them feel special.
For a price.
They can afford it.
This plan of yours is never going to work.
It will if you get off your high horse.
Are you as good as Grimes? I mean, good enough to beat him at his own game?
Better. I didn't spend 6 years in the house of many doors.
Okay. Grimes stole $1 million from the residents of his retirement hotel. The money was never recovered.
And you want me to con Grimes into leading you to it?
Right.
One condition.
This is not a negotiation.
Everything's a negotiation. I need a lawyer. Louis says you're the best.
I don't believe this.
The feds have a warrant out for my arrest in California. Just a small misunderstanding about some beach property. Mr. Bird has all the facts. Deal it off, and you can deal me in.
Well, that shouldn't be too difficult if it's just a little misunderstanding.
Good. I'll wait to hear from you.
Hi. What's going on? What's Farley doing in here?
Oh, come on. Can't you make an exception just this once? No. Well, look, it's not like you don't have change of 100 in your register. Can't you read English? I was planning to quit, just not tonight.
Manager. This will cover it. Thanks. Lady, I think this is your brand.
I don't take freebies from strangers.
Jack Grimes. Come on. You can quit tomorrow.
All right. Thank you. But I want to pay you for them. Write down your name and address, and I'll send you the money.
That's okay. It's on the house.
My mama raised me to pay as I go.
Forget it.
No, please. Take it. You can send me the change. Here's my card.
Harley Kovacs, S&B Finance. What's the S&B stand for?
Smart and beautiful.
How do you know I'm good for this?
Because I'm a great judge of character.
Miss Kovacs, you don't park a Mercedes in this neighborhood.
I had a meeting with a client nearby. You know the rest. I'll be hearing from you, Jack. I'm glad you called.
You intrigue me. You're a very attractive woman.
You're not so bad yourself. All cleaned up in a suit. I hope you like the champagne I chose.
I like it very much. It's been a long time since I've had champagne. I didn't realize how much I missed it until now. What?
Just imagining you in a boardroom, seated at the end of a very long table, running a very big company, drawing a very large salary.
From your imagination to God's ear.
Is that what you want? Be in business?
Long term, yes. Tonight, what I want is sitting right across the table.
Hi, I'm just gonna go to the bar. Hi, Scotch? I'm Louis Klein. I feel morally obligated to inform you, sir, that this woman is a confidence artist.
Louis, please.
For obvious reasons, she targets male professionals. She pretends she likes you a lot. But what she really likes is your money. She conned me into investing in a hotel in Mexico, only there wasn't any hotel.
Could we discuss this in my office tomorrow, please?
She doesn't like to discuss business over dinner, right? You know this goes for $100. Should you'll order another one after your appetizer but before your entree. If I were you, pal, I'd check to see you still had your wallet. And then I would get the hell away from her.
I'm really sorry, Jack.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You really had me going.
I know you'll never trust me again. But just for the record, I wasn't trying to work you. I was just trying to have a good time. Dinner's on me.
One little candle shining brightly as it glows.
It's shining even brighter, brighter as it grows.
McDonald's was founded by one man, Ray Kroc, with a handful of dedicated people. Today, the golden arches shine across this land because every crew member in every McDonald's restaurant believes in the spirit of working together.
You can see the biggest star shine so bright, and so you never forget that one little light.
Tomorrow, McDonald's celebrates Founders Day. Every McDonald's employee, all the way to the chairman of the board, will leave their offices and work in our restaurants alongside today's crew. For it's that spirit of working together that keeps the flame alive.
You know the one McDonald's, food, folks, and fun.
Home safety is important.
Yes.
Should I have one?
Yeah.
Do I need to go anyplace else?
No.
This kit of fire extinguisher is just $8.99, and the Ames Green Sweeper Lawn Rake is only $4.88.
Then Ace is the place for me.
Yes.
Some extremely vocal groups are about to express themselves on PBS. PBS Showcase Week, the week to watch.
Cut. I come home, the phone is ringing. I think it's him, but it's them, those people telling me I have to come back to AT&T. Save big, we're bigger. Excuse me, since when do AT&T and savings go together? MCI guarantees I'll be happy with the service and I get the savings, instant credit on wrong numbers, the works. Try and pin AT&T down. Like, are these just savings off AT&T's own rates, or can you beat what I get with MCI? Just give me the facts. Dead silence.
Don't get pressured by AT&T. Get the facts.
Plus case history. Maria Ramos feeds 10,000 students a day, but found many of her kitchen workers couldn't read. So Maria gave the university food for thought.
I expressed to them I would like to see a basic adult education program.
Learning how to read the recipes and things like that, it helped me a great deal.
Now fewer cooks are spoiling the broth.
Because of the increase in self-worth, they're better employees.
Call this number for literacy help or to start a program at your company.
Tomorrow, updates on the situation in the Persian Gulf.
Then how Annie Potts is turning up the heat in Texasville, and Herbie Hancock performs on Good Morning America tomorrow.
The Big Ten race kicks off Saturday on ABC's College Football. The Fighting Illini, led by record-breaking running back Howard Griffith, charge into Ohio State to battle the Buckeyes. Or Pac-10 rivals collide as the Arizona Wildcats take on the Bruins of UCLA. It's ABC's College Football, Saturday.
I ran into some unexpected trouble in the restaurant last night. Louis. No, it's okay. Actually, it's better than okay. This way Grimes will come to me. They always do. Hang on, Victoria. Yes, Lynn. Send him in. I'm really good at this. Our guy's here. I'll call you back.
Thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
I'm just happy to see you, Jack. Please, take a seat. Can I get you anything? Some coffee? Maybe a little champagne?
No. I need your help. It's business.
Jack, I like you too much to do business with you. I don't want to see you get hurt like that kid in the restaurant.
I appreciate that. But I'm getting into this with my eyes wide open. I used to own a retirement hotel on the north side. I took a few liberties with the residents' Medicare checks. I paid for it with 6 years of my life. I'm on parole. I'm renting a room next to the diner where we met. Staring at 4 walls. Asking myself, when does my life begin?
I never took you for an ex-con.
Yeah, well, I may be one, but I don't want to live like one. Harley, I'm sitting on $2.5 million. But I can't touch it because I don't know who's watching.
It's like I told you in the restaurant, Jack. I'm not trying to work you. I don't mix business with pleasure.
The account's in my mother's name. She's been sick. Now, if she dies...
I'll send flowers.
That money is the only thing that's kept me going for the last 6 years. I need a way to withdraw it. Come on, you must know some people.
I don't do laundry, Jack.
Let's cut the crap, okay? I know what you do. I don't expect you to do this for nothing.
So how much are we talking?
5%.
10.
Seed money for your latest scam.
I have expensive overhead.
Deal.
Let me make some calls.
Whoever you talk to, I talk to. Whoever you see, I see. I want to be in on this every step of the way.
Okay. There's somebody I want you to meet. This is the man I told you about. Jack, I'd like you to meet Mr. Gabriel Bird.
Polly tells me you got a problem, Jack.
And she told you wrong. What I've got is a business opportunity. For somebody with the right credentials.
If I didn't have the right credentials, you wouldn't even be here.
Hey, pal, I don't know squat about you. Impress me.
I can vouch for Mr.
Wait a
Bird.
minute. I'm not after a character reference.
What do you think you are, pumping me? You just did time. You're a nobody. Give us a minute. You don't mind, do you, Jack?
Oh, sure.
Did you learn anything in jail?
Yeah. That I don't want to go back.
Me either. I did 20 in Stateville. You want to talk to me?
Who do you know at Security Merchants Bank?
I've done some laundry there.
I need to pull my money. All of it. No questions asked.
How soon?
Yesterday.
Done.
How much?
20% off the top.
10%.
15. We do without the middleman. Do you have a deal?
You check out. We'll have a deal.
If the Bureau wants in on this bust, we do it my way. And that includes acceptance of my proposal to deal off the federal charges against Harley Kovacs. Show some initiative. You've done old J. Edgar Hoover proud. And make sure you contact Grimes' parole officer.
Relax, Jack. You look like a man in need of a tranquilizer.
I spent 6 years in prison for this money.
Well, we should have met sooner.
You're awfully sure of yourself, aren't you?
Hey, you got a lot more on the line than I do, my friend.
I'd like to close an account.
That's trust account number 72655. And you are?
Jack Grimes, trustee. Mrs. Morris is my mother.
Right. Mr. Bird called this morning, told us to expect you.
What a guy.
I'll need your signature here, Mr. Grimes. I'll also need to see some identification, sir.
Will a passport do?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Balance in your account, sir, is $2,567,000. It'll just take me a minute to prepare the cashier's check.
You're rounding third, Jack. Home plate's in sight. What are you going to do with all your money when this is over?
Thought I'd take you on a long vacation.
Great. When we get back, I'll put you in one of my offshore deals. Ever been to Guatemala City? It's a happening place.
Your passport, Mr. Grimes. And here's your check. Oh, and, by the way, give my best to Mr. Bird.
Absolutely. Shall we go?
Agent Cooper, FBI, you're under arrest.
It's your money, Louis. Plus interest. Just my way of saying sorry.
Thanks. So what's next? Where do you go from here?
West. Do you know San Diego has the best weather in the country? And it's still a land of opportunity.
Well, don't call me the next time you get in a jam.
Hey, I don't make apologies for what I am. But we connected, Louis. I felt something for you. I even let you pick up the check at dinner. I gotta go. Take care of yourself, and put your money in something safe this time. Blue chips, mutuals, treasuries. Come out ahead in the long run.
Louis gave me a suit. You're supposed to say thanks when someone gives you something. I don't know how. I don't know how to make friends. I had one friend in the last 20 years, Ted Duke, and he was doing 15 to 20. In prison, the strongest man was the man who stood the most alone. Will I forever be the strongest and alone?
It is estimated that over 20 million people will battle nighttime colds this year.
It's time for maximum strength.
Countless hours of rest will be lost. Lives disrupted.
It's time for maximum strength. Benadryl Plus Nighttime Cold Formula. Because even NyQuil doesn't give you all maximum strength ingredients. Relieve your congestion, aches, fever, and sneezing. Get Benadryl Plus Nighttime. Get maximum strength ingredients for the nighttime Cold War.
A new, more powerful V8, standard in these Cadillacs, generates a responsive 200 horsepower. Yet combined with a new electronically controlled transmission, it also provides the highest highway mileage of any V8-powered luxury car, making it just as responsible to own as it is responsive to drive. Another reason why the only way to travel is Cadillac style.
Diane Sawyer's investigation of patients abused at one VA hospital caused outrage in America. Now Primetime digs deeper into veteran mistreatment. Plus, the women in the locker room controversy. The NFL owner and the coach caught in this battle tell their stories on Primetime next.
1 week from tonight,
Excuse me, sir.
LA's finest returns.
Who's that man in the raincoat? I'm Lieutenant Colombo.
To track down a murdering playboy.
These girls have their help.
Emmy winner Peter Falk.
You committed the perfect crime.
Columbo cries wolf, 1 week from tonight.
Next on Gabriel's Fire.
I get very curious when a man I've never met before wakes me up at 4 o'clock in the morning and tells me that he's in custody and he's suspected of 3 counts of murder.
I don't like your client.
Right now, you're thinking, this is not a good idea.
You ask Glass a tough question. He starts seeing you as a problem.
There is nothing that ties me to either one of the shootings.
Just what do you want from me? Do you know you can get sent back to prison just for carrying that?
You can get seriously dead without it.
Johnny?
Tomorrow, Jesse models in a commercial for a lot less than he bargained for on Full House. Then Carl's practice for a dance contest turns up a new twist to some old moves on Family Matters. Now stay tuned for Prime Time.
Sunday, drop everything and run for your TV. It's an all-new America's Funniest Videos. Then, stay tuned for the outrageous and unexpected with America's Funniest People Sunday.
This is ABC.
It may be the biggest drug bust ever at the border. Coming up at 11 on Nightcast, 3.5 tons of cocaine stopped in a tanker truck as it tried to cross the border from Mexico into San Diego today. Also tonight, a push-button war.